In business tonight, Singapore's non-oil domestic exports rose at a faster pace in June, surging nearly 16% from a low base last year. Month on month, key exports saw a 6% increase. This after a decline of 2% in the previous month. Experts say the improvement is a sign of optimism. Economic activity is picking up pace in Singapore as the country steps up its vaccination. Lisha Rodney reports.
It's the largest expansion since March last year, and the rise was faster than experts expected. Singapore's June Nodex has surged 15.9%, surpassing the 8.6% growth in the previous month. The rally was supported mainly by a growth in non-electronic exports, driven by higher global demand for petrochemicals and specialised machinery.
With the acceleration in terms of the vaccination pace, a lot more of the economic activities are reopening and demand is generally improving. I think it is a sign that, business confidence is gradually recovering.
Electronic exports also jumped, powered by a rise in shipments of personal computers, diodes and transistors. And the world's appetite for electronic products is expected to remain strong. Key exports to Singapore's top markets have also risen as a whole. China and Taiwan are the two largest contributors to the rise.
I think for China's case, it's quite clear that growth momentum may have peaked in the first quarter of this year. And although the second quarter growth number still looks fairly healthy, so there is some expectations, that China, and in terms of the ability to absorb exports from the rest of Asia, including Singapore, it may actually face some slowdown pressure going ahead.
Nodex to the US and Malaysia decreased, with Japan seeing the biggest decline.
In some of the Asian countries, there's renewed COVID-19 outbreaks. I think that may affect a little bit of the domestic demand and economic activities over there. Exports to some parts of Asia may see some limitations from these increased restrictions. But I think overall, there should be continued or at least some resilient demand for intra-Asia trade.
Experts continue to point to the uptick in semiconductor demand and rising oil prices. They're expected to remain strong drivers to lift Singapore's export momentum in the coming months.